Hi everyone, welcome to the Lampy and Kiefer YouTube channel. My name's Kendra and I'm a hearing aid specialist. Today I'm going to walk through how to access remote programming in a more extensive way. If you're just wanting to access the remote programming in a quick request way, then check out my other video about how to do that. But this is more in depth, like if your hearing aid suddenly quits working, it's dead, it's not doing anything. Running a diagnostic can help you to check the receiver and the circuitry and the microphone of the hearing aid. So it's just another thing that you can do um, without having to reach out to your hearing care professional. So I'm going to walk through that. I'm going to open up our Thrive app, and I am using an Apple iPad. So I'm going to open up the Thrive app, and as you can see in that top left-hand corner, I'm in the app's demo mode just to run through the remote programming to show you how that works. Unfortunately, when I've tried several times when I've had the hearing aids connected, I guess since I'm recording, it doesn't allow me to run the diagnostic. So right now I'm in our home screen. You know it's the home screen because if you're looking in the bottom left-hand corner, the little house is highlighted blue. So all the way over to the far right-hand tab, we're going to go to that menu. So when you go to that far right-hand tab, you're going to see this menu here. And then the fourth from the bottom, it says Hearing Care Anywhere. That's what you're going to access. So with Hearing Care Anywhere, you have to be signed into the Thrive App Cloud. You can do this with either a Gmail, a Google, or a Facebook account. Or you can also just set it up with just a traditional email and a password. And your hearing health professional should have set that up for you. Or if you don't have it set up, contact your hearing healthcare professional to help you to set it up. And so with this being demo mode, we're already kind of logged into as a professional. But typically what you would do is add a professional, and your hearing healthcare professional should have given you a 6-digit code to put in at that point. That way they can remotely adjust the hearing aids without you being in the office. So I'm going to tap that top left-hand corner, that arrow, to go back out of that. It takes me back to this request page, and I'm going to go to Submit New Help Request. And all the way at the bottom, you have the option of just choosing Next. So that's what I'm going to select. And again, if you're wanting to check out how to submit a quick request, which is an option at the top of the screen, check out my other video, and it'll be titled Submitting a Quick Request or Quick Request in Thrive app or something of that nature. So you'll hit Next down at the bottom to get into the more extensive adjustments. And so it says before you begin, just check the hearing aids to make sure that they're not clogged with any wax or debris. Make sure that they're fitting properly in your ear. They're not too loose in your ear or anything like that, or that the hearing aid isn't broken or malfunctioning. So after you've done those preliminary steps, you'll just hit Next down at the bottom of the screen. And then it runs you to that self-check screen. For this portion, you want to make sure that the hearing aids are out of your ear. Preferably lay the hearing aids flat on a table surface with the receiver wires pointing upright. So the part that goes in your ear should be pointing up. And you'll just hit Run Diagnostic. It'll check the receiver, the microphone, and the circuitry of both the left and the right hearing aid. So I'll just hit Run. And as long as you see green check marks, that means that everything's functioning properly. If you were to see a red X for any of these features, they would walk you through how to troubleshoot any of these. And you can tap the little arrows on the sides here. So if I tap, like for receiver, and then there's 2 check marks and then an arrow pointing to the right, I'm going to tap that arrow. And it just walks you through what a possible solution would be if you're seeing a red X near that receiver. That's typically because the wax guard needs to be changed. And then you would just hit next down in the bottom right hand corner. And it walks you through how to replace your wax guard, which you should have extras of. Right now, they're coming in those little blue packs and they're yellow sticks. So you'll hit done. And then we'll just go through the microphone and you'll tap that. So if it's the microphone that needs to be cleaned, it walks you through how to clean your microphone. And typically I would recommend doing this with a soft toothbrush if you have one. You'll just brush that portion. And then if it's the circuitry, that's something that typically needs to be sent to the manufacturer to work on. So if you do see something wrong with your circuitry, then you want to contact your hearing healthcare professional. The HR sensor, this is available in our demo mode, but it's not currently available in the live version of the app, so I won't focus on that. So I will hit next down at the bottom of the screen. And then it'll walk you through a series of questions. What seems to be the problem? Let's say things are too sharp or too tinny. So we'll hit next. And then it'll ask you more details. When did you notice this problem? And you can say, hey, I noticed it when I was doing the dishes. They were just very sharp. And also the water. So you have water when you're doing the dishes and you're clanging the dishes and it just sounds really sharp and uncomfortable. So we'll hit next because you can choose multiple things there. So you'll go to next. And then it says how severe is the problem? Is it slightly annoying, or are the hearing aids unusable? And we'll just say they're annoying because you don't always do the dishes. It's not like something that is interfering with your everyday task, but you do notice it every time you do the dishes. And then you'll say on which side. Is it just the left ear? Is it just the right ear? Is it both ears? And we'll say both ears. But let's say it was just the right ear. You would just take your finger and swipe, drag it to the right. Or if it's just the left ear, you would take your finger and just drag it over to the left. Or right back in the center there. And then you can say in which memories. Is it all of them, or is it just in a particular memory? I'll say it's just in the normal setting. So then I'll go next. And so then it just kind of, since we've answered those questions, it kind of filled out our summary for us, where things sound too loud. And then you can enter your name. It just defaults to Stan Smith. And then you would enter things sound too loud with specific sounds like dishes, or if you're in a cafeteria, or if you're at home in a restaurant or something like that. It kind of adds some things to it because we said water and dishes, so it suggests maybe the restaurant or the coffee shop or things like that. And then it has a little message at the bottom. So it says, in addition to sounds being too loud, I'm having trouble hearing my wife when she is talking in another room. And so this is an opportunity down in the message section for you to add anything that you would like to add here, in addition to, okay, maybe the sounds are too sharp while you're doing the dishes. And also your wife's voice whenever she says words that begin with the letter S or something like that. So you can add additional information down at the bottom where it says messages, and then you would just hit submit. And once you hit submit, it will send you an automated message. So we'll just hit done down at the bottom. And then you'll see it under the pending request. Things sound too loud, and that request was generated today. And with that, you want to always contact your hearing healthcare professional just to confirm that they've received the request. A lot of times in our office, we'll look at them in the evening. So if you've sent the request in the morning, give us a call. That way we know to have a heads up to look at it. And we'll contact you, let you know that we've received it. And Usually you'll get a notification on your phone as well through the Thrive app to let you know that we have made some adjustments. And you can either accept or reject those adjustments depending on how you like them, because you'll be able to preview the settings before you accept them. So if you have any more questions, give us a call, comment in the comment section. Just feel free to reach out. And so that's it. Stay safe, everyone. Have a great